welcome back to the channel. Smishek's Custom Baits. Rick Smishek here. Today we're going to be making dragonflies again. I'm going to be making a suggestion from somebody. In fact, it's the guy sponsor. We're going to be making one of his suggestions. BJ Colburn. We'll get to yours in a couple weeks probably. But for today, we're going to make dragonflies that have wings that have a slight blue tint to them, along with some of that small silver glitter. Although I'm going to use a little bit more than I did the last time. And then the body, I'm going to make it a JuneBug. But instead of the normal green that I use, I'm going to use this moss green for the body of the dragonfly. So as soon as we get this plastisol cooked and ready to start working with it, we'll be right back. Alright, today, well, you can see there's some air bubbles in the plastisol, and today I am not going to remove the air bubbles. I'm not going to degas the plastisol for the simple fact that today I want the air bubbles in there for a little bit of buoyancy. Well, hopefully I get some buoyancy out of this, enough to make them kind of float. Okay, but first thing we're going to do here, since we just want that blue color, you can't even really see the name on that anymore, darn. But we're going to use this blue pearl powder. And since we're only using half a cup at a time here, let's see. Today, yeah, with these smaller molds, I just use a half a cup. With the larger molds, I go with a full cup. Let's see here. I think I'm going to want just a touch more blue in there. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's get this stuff off the edge of the cup there. Get it mixed in. Get off the knife. Get everything off the knife. See what we got. And you notice I'm getting some more air bubbles in there as I stir it. And that's normal. I think I want just a little bit more blue coloring, just a touch more. And I'm going to call that good, I think. I'm going to put the lid back on here. All right, clean my spoon. And let's get that stirred in, see what happens. Okay, yeah, you can see the blue a little bit better in there than we did before. And that's all I really wanted, was just a little bit better. There you go. I think that's going to be pretty good, because we just want a blue tint to the wings. Okay. Now last week, when I put the small silver glitter, this is that .008 stuff. Looking at the product, the end product later, I just wasn't happy with the amount of glitter that was in it. So today, that's quite a bit more than we did last week. So let's mix this up and see how it looks. Oh, there we go. You can see it a whole lot better in there this time. And I think that's more what I was looking for. I think I was a little too cheap with the glitter last week. Let's get that off the knife there. Get it back in. Okay, I'm gonna have to heat this up again before we shoot it. Yeah. There we go. I think that's more what I'm looking for here for this, for as far as the amount of glitter. All right, and I think that blue color, that blue tint, is going to be pretty fantastic. All right, let me get this heated up, and we'll be right back. All right, plastisol's up to about 325. So we're ready for the shot. And as you can, hopefully you can see that from there. We have a nice blue tint in all the way through the plastisol there, which is exactly what I was going for. There we go. And we're going to fill this right full. Yeah, see, this doesn't take much at all. Okay, hold our pressure, and then top off the sprue. There we go. And this should already be cooled off inside and solidified because the injector is pretty cold. It's not cold now, but it was pretty cold. Yep, the whole thing was all solidified already. Good to go. All right, let's go ahead and let me get the rest of the, get that plastisol finish reheated, and then we'll cook that and take these out. Oh well, we'll get that ready, and then we'll take these out too. All right, let's get the Dragonfly mold itself ready. And if you remember from last week, we had a little difficulties with the wings. So what we do here is I just put a little bit of oil on the brush, and I'm just gonna brush that oil. Let's put a little more on here. There we go. Just brush this oil across the mold like this. Okay, I can see there's oil on the surface of the mold. Let's go and do the other side just to make sure I get whatever side I'm using. Okay. There we go. All right. Now it should make it easier for when it comes time to putting the wings in. So let's go ahead and slide this up the side. Now let's check out the wings and how'd they come out. I think they came out pretty beautiful. Okay. There's that slight in the wings themselves. There's just a very slight blue tint. As thin as they are, it's just very slight. So, and look, I don't even have to trim those. I can just pick them off. I'll go ahead and take these off and set them over here. I need 8 of them. Oops, sorry, bumped the stand. Let's get this out of the way. Bring this on down. Okay, now let's go ahead and pull off 4 more. The other side. All right. Now these should go in quite a bit easier. Oh, see, there we go. See, they're just sliding right around on the mold like that. That's what you want. Okay? So much easier like this. I should have just stopped and done this last week. Okay? And this is what I generally do, is just put a little oil, worm oil on the mold. That's what I generally do with any of these baits where I'm making different colored legs or claws or tails or whatever, or in this case, wings. Okay, and there we go. Bingalingus, the mold is done, it's ready. Then we clamp it real quick, and then we'll get that, we'll heat that plastisol one more time while I'm doing this. And here's the other one. Here's the other clamp. All right, there we go. Clamped up, that baby's ready. And now all we have to do is get the body color ready. All right, you see we have air bubbles in this one again. Let's stir that just a little bit. And that's, pardon me. Like I said, I think that's okay, especially since what we're trying to do today is I'm trying to make baits that have a little bit of buoyancy to them. Maybe they can float just a bare hook. We'll have to see. But this is just one way to do it. Okay, this is just JuneBug. Okay, JuneBug 201 from LureWorks, and that should probably be enough for half a cup. I like this purple. I like the black grape that I have too. There's several purples that I have that I really like. There we go. It's a nice thick color. All right, now let's go ahead and put in our moss green. There it goes. The lid is on pretty tight. And let's That should be good. That was about an eighth of a teaspoon or so. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and mix this stuff in. And you notice you can't see the air bubbles in there anymore, but trust me, they're still there. And when I'm mixing like this, I'm mixing more in. Okay. Oh, that just fell in there. I'll probably have to heat that just a little bit to get rid of that lump, or maybe not. Oh yeah, there it is. Somebody can chop it up a little bit, let the heat from the plastic in the cup melt it a little bit better. I think that's gonna be. You can still see it there every once in a while, but I think that's gonna be okay. All right, let's go ahead and get set up for the shot. Okay, plastisol is really hot, and we want it. I shoot around 335, 340 when I'm doing this on the second shot to make sure that the tails or the legs, or in this case the wings, bond properly so they don't come off too easily. They'll always come apart easier than a bait that's shot all in one shot. But there are some things like this, like when I'm holding pressure for a little bit longer, that helps. Here we go, that should do it. But then also making it nice and hot. Oops, kind of overdid that one, didn't we? Kind of overshot. No, that's okay. Pull this off. But that helped. All those things help out. Holding pressure longer, making them hotter. And this one here wasn't quite solidified yet because the injector wasn't cold, which is fine. There we go. That's all done. Give me a minute to let this cool down, and we'll do the reveal. Okay. Hopefully, I gave it enough time to where I don't burn myself with the plastisol running out of the hot sprue, like I did last time. Well, it wasn't a big burn. It's just a little thing. All right, here we go. Let's look at this. And I don't think that I need to cut these off. They should just pop off. There we go. Right, and I have a little bit too much oil in the worm mold, but oh well, look at this. Look at this. I pulled a wing off. I probably had too much oil in there. Okay. So I'll have to redo this guy. Right. I'll have to redo some of these guys. But yeah, if you get too much oil in there, too, like I just did, see? So you have to be careful with how much you get in there. But this guy here, I'd still fish him like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a reason why he's in the water, right? If a dragonfly's down there in the water like that, there's a reason for it. They're injured, whatever, fell in, who knows? But this one's missing a wing. That's why he's there. But other than that missing wing, I think these guys came up pretty darn good. I think they came up pretty darn good. I don't know what you guys think, but minus the wing, minus the wing issue. There we go. All right, that's our video for today. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share. That's what our moms taught us to do, is to share, and that's when we're at our best, is when we're helping other people out. And sharing is how you help the channel out. That's the best way you can help the channel out right now. Getting closer and closer to that goal of 500 subscribers. If you haven't watched the latest subscriber contest video, there's a playlist specifically for contests. Go ahead and watch it. Do what it says to enter. We have a pretty good giveaway this time. We're giving away one of those bags and a hat and some other stuff. But next time I won't use as much oil on the mold, and we'll get all four wings on each of them. But until next time, folks, tight lines and calm waters.